As the management department finished drawing lots for the cafeteria tasting, Lin Yusen and Ni Zigwang were the last to left. Zigwang opened her slip to find it was a blank piece of paper, but Lin Yusen, without even opening his own, immediately announced that she had won the spot. Yin Ji, who had caught a glimpse of Zigwang's blank slip, grew suspicious of the secret between them, but Zigwang dismissed it as a simple act of professional courtesy from a boss to a subordinate. On the day of the tasting, employees evaluated 3 potential vendors identified by the code names braised pork, sweet and sour pork, Guo Bao Ro, and twice cooked pork. Lin Yusen joined Zigwang's table, admitting he had skipped the lottery but was hungry enough to use his face as a ticket. While Zigwang preferred the sweet flavors of her WXI roots, Lin Yusen favored more traditional stir-fried dishes. Despite their different palates, they shared a single vote. Zigwang joked that since she had taken more samples, she deserved 80% of the voting power, but she eventually let Lin Yusen fill out the ballot. He respected her wishes and wrote down her favorite choice, sweet and sour pork. When the final results were announced, twice cooked pork emerged as the winner, leaving Zigwang disappointed. Lin Yusen consoled her by revealing he had already researched the other vendors' restaurants and offered to take her to each of them. Their conversation turned to the PV Greenery Garden project. When Zigwang asked if that project required a formal bidding process like the cafeteria, Lin Yusen told her that since she was effectively the boss, she could decide as she saw fit. He even suggested that while charging the company for her extra work might be inappropriate, he would be happy to cover her overtime meal allowances from his own private account. As the cafeteria food improved, Yin Jie noticed that Zigwang seemed to be eating dinner out more frequently. Meanwhile, the office began preparing for the annual party and gifts. When a meeting was scheduled with the purchasing department to discuss glass suppliers, Zigwang volunteered to take the minutes so that Qi Kin could finish her work at the factory. During the meeting, the group discussed Kikai glass and Mingya glass. Thanks to an exhaustive inquiry list Zigwang had previously compiled, the department was able to quickly identify the best candidates for an on-site visit. Lin Yusen decided to personally inspect the factory and asked Zigwang and Wang Xian to accompany him. Hearing this, Yin Jie could no longer contain her curiosity and demanded to know the truth about their relationship. Zigwang reflected on her past, realizing she had once been a brave person who pursued love without hesitation. Not wanting to be timid anymore, she openly admitted to Yin Jie that Lin Yusen was indeed courting her. That night, she sent a message to Lin Yusen telling him to keep it up. He responded with a phone call, playfully noting that while his revolution wasn't yet a total success, the policy was finally open to him. The journey to Guangzhou got off to a rocky start as Zigwang began to regret her impulsive decision, suddenly remembering her intense fear of flying. Upon arrival, they met Mr. W, the head of Kikai Glass, who had met Lin Yusen years ago in Shanghai. Mr. W expressed deep resentment toward the former head of purchasing, Mr. Mo, who had not only delayed payments but had also spread rumors about Kikai's quality control to justify buying overpriced Japanese products. Zigwang and Lin Yusen reassured him that Mr. Mo was unpopular at Shuangyuan as well and was currently facing the consequences of an internal audit. After the inspection, the group checked into a hotel Zigwang had booked, which included spa vouchers. To spend more time with Zigwang, Lin Yusen gave his voucher to Wang Xian and invited Zigwang for a walk instead. Zigwang needed a new phone because hers was out of memory, so they visited a store where they both ended up with the same model. When setting up the device, Zigwang chose to transfer only her contacts, deciding to leave the rest of her past on the old phone. As soon as the WeChat app was installed, Lin Yusen immediately sent her a friend request. Later that evening, Zigwang brought some famous local double-skin milk pudding to Miss Chain's room. Miss Chain, who had sensed the romantic tension, offered Zigwang some motherly advice about office politics. She shared her own painful history of being a high-level executive who was forced to resign after rivals fabricated scandals about her personal life to undermine her career. Zigwang thanked her for the warning but explained that she and Lin Yusain intended to be open about their relationship. She spoke with a sense of protective authority, promising that she would do everything in her power to ensure no one in the company would ever suffer from such slander again. Miss Jane was struck by Zigwang's perspective, remarking that she sounded more like a protective boss than a junior employee.